Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Daytona DMAX Inter Heats Championship, where we are here at Daytona Sandown Park. Of course, the first round was at Milton Keynes and Bobby Trunley had an almost perfect round. He left as the comfortable championship leader with a 17-point gap over Chris Alcock and Mike Coppin. It's down to Chris Alcock and Mike Coppin now to try and stop Bobby Trunley, because at the moment he's already running away with the championship.
So it's been a tough day at the office for the Inters so far. We have had 3 different winners from the heats again. Tor Ryan, Bobby Trunley, and then after an absolutely magnificent battle earlier on, we also had Mike Coppin. The first 3 drivers in the grid are the first 3 heat winners. Bobby Trunley, Mike Coppin, Tor Ryan are your first 3, with George Hucknall in 4th place. Then Jordan Taylor and Chris Hackworth, who's had a difficult day so far, on the 3rd row of the grid. Filippo Fiorini-Miotti is alongside Chris Alcock. Tom Eastwood and Anatoly Dulko are rounding out the top 10 from Philip Senior, and another man who's had a difficult day, Zander Mahoney, down in 12th, along with another one, Alan Curtis, who actually spun out in the last heat. Then we had Andre Careless, Joe Phillips, James Browning, Lee Carey and Hugh Gurney. 18 karts, and they're all very closely matched, with all 3 of our winners from earlier on in the top 3.
Going to be interesting, but some drivers you'd expect towards the front in Trunley, Alcock, and Tor Ryan as well, who decided to enter last minute, and but he's glad he did now.
Let's see how we go. And it's green straight away. Trunley gets a good start. Coppin is in there alongside him. He's actually got a better run. It is a drag race to turn 1. Coppin is going to try and hold it around the outside. Ryan is on the inside line to turn 1, and I think he's going to displace him. Yes, Ryan is down to 3rd. He's trying to go the long way around Trunley at turn 2. That's brave. He doesn't get through, but Trunley holds the lead, and it's now Coppin into 2nd position. Ryan's got out wide.
Yeah, not too sure what happened to him there. He seemed to just run a little bit wide, but he's fighting back now.
Chucking back on the inside line. George Hucknall's coming with them for company as well. Hucknall's having a great start to this final, but look at Trunley. Look at the gap he's pulled out already.
They can't allow Bobby Trunley to escape like this. He's done this so many times in the heat, so Chris Hackworth was able to match him, wasn't he, for pace. So Hackworth will be hoping to get through as quick as possible. He's currently 5th place, so it's Trunley, Coppin, Ryan, Hucknall, Hackworth, Taylor, Fiorini, Miotti, then it's Eastwood, Alcock and Mahoney, the top 10.
To give you an idea of how that first lap went for Bobby Trunley, he did a 48.0. Everyone else were in the 49s. Nice. He is gone.
Yep, got his head down literally from the start, and he's been able to pull himself quite a handicap. But here comes Hackworth. Oh, up the inside of George Hucknall, 4th place.
A beautiful overtake from Chris Hackworth. This is the Chris Hackworth that's been hiding in the last 3 heats. He's got himself back into a strong position now into the top 4. Now chasing down Mike Coppin and Tor Ryan.
And Zander Mahoney making a move on Chris Alcock there. Chris Alcock's not had a good day at all. Just not been at the races, Chris Alcock.
Yeah, this has been really subpar from his point of view, and he really wanted more from this race than he got. But Trunley out in front. Look at how quickly he's getting away. He's just on a 46.8 compared to everybody else in the 47. Tor Ryan! Tor Ryan goes for the inside on Mike Coppin. Coppin tries to come back.
He's going to
get there into turn 3. That's going to be Coppin in a 2nd position.
Move.
They're dicing. What are you guys doing? Work together. Catch up with Bobby Trunley. He's already won this one.
Now Chris Hackworth is there as well, so... Well, Tor Ryan doesn't know which way to go. He's gone for the outside.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Now we've got Chris Hackworth in there. They're going to be 3 wide nearly as Coppin defends. Here comes Tor Ryan to the inside line, and up the inside comes Hucknall. He displaces the tyre barrier as he tries to go for Hackworth, and through to the inside comes Jordan Taylor. Jordan Taylor's in the mix. He's up to 5th place.
Jordan Taylor, good driving from him to sneak through there at the penultimate corner.
This is ridiculous. Trunley is 3.3 seconds clear already. He's just on a 46.6. He's won this race.
He has, unless he hits any problems. He's won for me. Who's going to finish 2nd?
Yeah, this is the race for 2nd position now. It's absolutely incredible how quickly they've allowed Bobby Trunley to just disappear and get away. He's checked out. He's in another postcode. Meanwhile, Coppin is having a real mission keeping Ryan, Hackworth, Taylor and Hucknall at bay.
He's defending. Having to defend again is Mike Coppin.
Watch out for the man in 7th position behind this.
He's putting the brakes on.
Oh, here comes Hackworth on the inside, collides with Tor Ryan, and that's going to allow Taylor to come through. Oh, Wells Ryan got himself back in the mix. That's incredible. Ryan, because Hackworth had his hand in the air to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So Ryan responds by just banzaiing up the inside for turn 8, and it all sorts itself out, but they've lost a lot of time to Coppin.
Yeah, Coppin now 6/10 up the road. Bobby Trundley's just done a new fastest lap. Well, he leads by 4.7 seconds.
Oh, and that's Mahoney. Mahoney's gone
he's
wide
off.
there. Mahoney's off the road at turn 2. He drops to the back of the field, so something's wrong for Zana Mahoney. But now, Hucknall has got past Taylor, and he's got Chris Alcock for company.
Yeah, Chris Alcock starting to fight his way back now. We wrote him off earlier on, but to be fair to him, he's now starting to get his head down. He's 7th place, just done a new personal best, and with all this battling going on, has a chance to make a few places.
Well, Mike Coppin was frustrated after the Enduro when he had to make his car as wide as a double-decker earlier on to keep everybody back. Now he's there in 2nd position, having to deal with the pressure of Tor Ryan, and we know what Ryan is like in this mode. He is absolutely monstrous.
Yeah, and Chris Hackworth not far behind either.
Good tasted little battle going on for the positions behind. Filippo Fiorino Miotti down in 11th. He's battling with Careless and Senior.
Yeah,
and in there as well as Joe Phillips. They're having a nice little squabble down the back straight. And that looks like Eastwood has taken the lead of it in 10th position.
Zana Mahoney's in there now as well, trying to regain some places.
Yeah, Mahoney trying to make up some ground. Filippo Fiorini Miotti in 11th position at the front of it. Then Andre Careless, you can tell from the Red Bull helmet design. Then it is Phillips Senior and Zana Mahoney back up into 14th ahead of Joe Phillips.
Tor Ryan, new fastest lap, 46.267, and that explains why he is on the back of Mike Coppin once again.
Bobby Trundley's having a nice Sunday outing in the countryside out in front. The gap is now 5 seconds. That's a race-winning gap if ever I've seen one at this level. But Coppin is doing everything he physically can to keep behind Tor Ryan. Look, he's defending. He knows he can't catch Trundley. He is defending. Here comes Ryan up the inside. Shoves it up the inside. They tag each other, and Ryan is through. Here comes Hackworth. Back up the inside comes Coppin. Hackworth is to the left of Ryan. Into the final hairpin. Get back on the undercut, and Hackworth is in the battle. Here we go again.
Well, Tor Ryan had to let Mike Coppin back through there. Don't think he was too pleased with his own move. Sorts itself out in the end, but how many drivers have we got in this fight
Hucknall
now?
and Taylor are back in the mix now as well, and here comes Chris Alcock. He's back for more. It's a 6-way scrap for 2nd.
Chris Alcock's getting quicker and quicker as well. Just done a 46.5.
Coppin defending again to the inside. He knows he can't hold the pace. Tor Ryan and Chris Hackworth really shutting this gap down. Back on the inside comes Ryan. Chops it up the inside. Coppin holds it around the outside. Keeps the position. Now Ryan has got to stay on the right because Hackworth is to his left. So Ryan has to slot back into 3rd position behind Coppin.
Well, how many drivers have we got in this fight now? 6 drivers, and it could be even more soon. With who else have we got catching here? Alan Curtis, I believe, is catching, isn't he? And
7.2 seconds is the gap between Trundley and Coppin. He is absolutely blistering away. Coppin in 2nd, Ryan in 3rd, 4th is Hackworth from Hucknall, Alcock and Taylor, and those 6 are line astern. Bobby Trundley looking back. Where the hell is everybody?
Well,
where have they gone?
If he comes down the back straight and looks over, he'll see it's all kicking off for 2nd place.
So he's just loving it out in front. He doesn't even need to go fastest laps after fastest laps, but he's in his zone. He's setting personal best after personal best.
And
meanwhile, Coppin, again, defense from Ryan. Ryan tries again. Here we go. And they've both got one.
He's in the pits.
I don't believe it. Ryan has shoved Mike Coppin into the pit lane. I don't believe it. Tor Ryan has shoved Mike Coppin into the pits. He skids into the barriers in the pit lane. That is an enraged Mike Coppin. I have never seen him that angry. Absolutely incredible. Hackworth is through in a 2nd. Tor Ryan shoves Mike Coppin into the pit lane.
Well, Mike Coppin literally had nowhere else to go, did he?
That is one of the most bizarre moments I have ever seen in British karting. Absolutely incredible.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen.
My word. Well, that is almost certainly going to be an investigation for Tor Ryan then. He's on the back of Chris Hackworth. Now
the question's not going any further.
The question is, Mike Coppin is pulled out of the card. He's out of the race. Mike Coppin retires when a 2nd position was almost certainly on the card. Tor Ryan goes up the inside of Chris Hackworth. Hackworth's going to get him back on the undercut. They're going to drag race down to the 1st corner once again. But the investigation must have started for Tor Ryan already. So he's just going to try and hope that they won't go near him. Trundley is now 8.8 seconds. ahead of the rest of the field. Mike Coppin is absolutely hopping mad, and he's got every justification to be. No way have I ever seen anybody make a move on the inside line and force their opposition under brakes into the pit lane entrance. Tor Ryan is being given the black flag for his manoeuvre on Mike Coppin. It's not going to be a consolation for him in any way, shape or form, but Tor Ryan will lose his place. And Tor Ryan, his hand is in the air. He knows it. He shakes his hand. I don't deserve this. Well, unfortunately, the officials disagree with you, Tor. They judged that you forced Mike Coppin into the pits, my friend. So Tor Ryan's chances of getting on the podium are over. But out in front, Bobby Trundley is cruise lining to this. Look, he's just on a 46 treble 2.
And Chris Alcock has a chance of a podium all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's into
Where's
fourth
he
position.
come from?
Alcock is in 4th place now.
Well, he's got to hope Jordan Taylor makes some sort of a mistake, because he's over half a second behind. So either Chris Alcock's going to go and take this podium, or he's got to hope that Jordan Taylor runs into some sort of problem.
Well,
Chris Alcock could be on the podium.
He could well be. Tor Ryan rejoins the circuit, shaking his head in disbelief. Well, we saw it. It happened right in front of us, and so did the officials. You can't argue with the stewards. They know what they're doing. So here is your race battle for second position.
Well,
Chris Hackworth.
Jordan Taylor has got a chance of second.
He has got a chance of second.
Quicker.
Chris Hackworth is not getting away. Jordan Taylor is reading in Chris Hackworth. If he gets a second position, beating the dozen-time champion Chris Hackworth, that would be an amazing fillip for him in the second round of the championship.
Yeah, it would be indeed. Jordan Taylor, surely he's going to have a go. He's getting his head down. He wants this second place. He sees there's an opportunity. Tor Ryan and Mike Coppin both out. He's got the opportunity. This is the penultimate lap. And Bobby Trundley crosses the line. Yep. Jordan Taylor, what's he going to do? Is he going to go for it? Looks over his shoulder. Well, Chris Alcock nowhere to be seen. This is the right
time for Jordan Taylor to go for it, to be fair. He needs to get on to Chris Hackworth. It's the penultimate lap. He needs to start getting on to Chris, because Chris Alcock behind him is closing ground. So too is George Hucknall and Alan Curtis. Anatoly Dilko in 7th from Andre Careless, Tom Eastwood, Zander Mahoney, then Senior. Filippo Fiorini Miotti is down to 12th place now from Phillips, Carey, Browning and Gurney, with Tor Ryan down in 17th. Now Chris Hackworth has actually tried to get away from Jordan Taylor. He's done a 46.372. Taylor on a 46.396. Taylor could go for this.
He's close enough. Chris Hackworth slightly defending, coming through turn 3 there. Let's see what he does up towards turn 4.
Bobby Trundley looks back. I can't believe my luck. Bobby Trundley is going to win this race at a canter, and he knows he has not been passed. He's got away. It's a magnificent victory for Bobby Trundley. He takes the victory in magnificent fashion. Bobby Trundley wins here at Sandown Park. But is there going to be one final twist for Jordan Taylor? He tries. It's too late. Hackworth is second, Jordan Taylor is third, and he's quite happy with that. Look at that, delighted with third position. What a drive from Jordan Taylor. Alcock is 4th, Curtis is 5th, George Hucknall is 6th place. Tor Ryan has a point to prove on the last lap with the fastest lap of the race, a 46.199, but nobody has made that the headline today. The headline today is Bobby Trundley winning by 8.6 seconds. He even cruised over the line. He didn't need to push. He just came home and enjoyed the moment. Bobby Trundley, a winner again at Sandown Park. And you have to say, in that final, probably other than Jordan Taylor, driver of the race, Chris.
Mike, very unfortunate there. A very unusual incident as well, where you were literally shown into the pit lane.
I thought it was fast to go through the pits, yeah. What can I say?
You came through at some speed.
Well, I was thinking maybe I'll get back out and get somewhere near where I should be, but no, it's just once you know, you're fighting for a podium. And early in the race, I was saying, look, get your head down. We're getting, you know, we were closing Bobby in the early stages. He managed to brake where I think he was battling with Tor. Tor got the run on me through turn 1 in the first lap, and I thought, right, let's get our heads down. I think I got past him through turn 3, and said, right, let's get our heads down and go. And I was just saying to him afterwards, you know, we were giving each other plenty of racing room. He came around the outside of me a couple of times, around the inside, and every time we were giving each other room. There was the odd little love tap, but nothing major. So I've got an intercom system, and as we were coming down the top straight, he said to me, my brother was saying he got a cart length, so you don't defend thin air. Why would you defend thin air? And then suddenly he was on my inside, so I left him a bit of room there, and he just kept pushing on. I don't know if he outbraked himself or if it was deliberate. I don't know, and he knows that. But just I couldn't turn in. If I'd have turned any more, I'd have been in the barrier. So.
Have you spoke to him after the race?
Yeah, he thinks he wasn't at fault. He said, well, the footage won't lie. And I said, well, that's fair enough. He said, if I was in front of you, it's my racing line to take. And I went, yeah, but you can't trash somebody into a barrier for a racing position. There's taking a racing line and running somebody out onto a curb to take the racing line, and then there's taking a racing line and killing somebody. And if I hadn't have dived into the pits, I would have been into the barrier and probably falling out the front of the cart. So it was just, yeah. I'm just gutted because it was a podium. It was definitely a P2 or P3. I wouldn't have been able to catch Bobby, but there you go.
Unlucky, very unusual. Yeah, you'll be back at PF.
I will be. Yeah, I'm going to need a good run at PF, I think. So Sandown is always a track that I wouldn't say I don't like, but I've always struggled at. Saying that I got P2 here last year, but I do struggle here. I'll see how we get on at PF.
Jordan, that was an eventful final. Not for you anyway. You took advantage of some situations developing around you and almost got second.
Yeah, it's just just take it as it comes, and then just make the right moves in there. I mean, people's fighting and I just took advantage. So.
Did you think about a move on the last lap, and Chris?
I was trying. I mean, I just need a few more laps, but it could have been. But third's good, so I'll take that.
Chris, you had a lot of pressure there from Jordan at the end. Do you have to defend on that last lap?
Yeah, to be honest, Mike and Tor was having a battle. I kind of off involved earlier on, but I think I was gifted a little bit up to second place from fourth, so I'll have to take it. But like I say, third was all over me, but luckily I could manage to just stay in front. But Bobby's easy life again, isn't it? Got a nice gap straight away, but second's all right.
And it's this pit's entrance, Ben, where it all seems to kick off. Talk us through about that, Ben. Is it just very hard to overtake into there?
Yeah, it's because it's bumpy, so you're braking and turning all at the same time, and like I say, your cart's bouncing on the bumps, but yeah, it's tricky, but you just got to stay consistent around here. But had a bit of a shocking third heat, but I'm happy with second. So.
Well done, second place again on the podium. And Bobby, that was probably one of the easier races you've ever had. 10 seconds you led by going on to last lap. Did you see any of it kicking off behind you? Did you get a chance to watch it at all?
I looked back down the straight and I just saw nothing. So at the start of it, yeah, I did, but didn't see most of it.
We thought you were cruising.
No, I wasn't cruising. If I was cruising, that would be cocky, would it?
That's into heats done then. To get involved in DMAX, visit our website or call this number.